Hello everybody and welcome to my first real rant on YouTube. I know I have a ton of subscribers and also on Vimeo, and I have a lot of videos that a lot of places I'm gonna post this video, and there's a lot of people gonna view this, and I've never really ranted, and I always hate those kind of videos, but because I'm so much into web development and so many people look to me for web development, I get asked so much about what hosting site do you use, and I probably referred God knows how many people to GoDaddy, and now I feel like crap because of now what I'm learning about them and how absolutely crappy their service is and how they've been treating me, that I wanted to prove to everybody what's going on. I just don't want to rant. I want to show you what they've done to my sites and how slow my sites run, so everyone can see it with their own eyes so they know. So I'm on a standard Google page, and let me just show you that everything's working. My internet's working just fine. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Now let's go to my site. Okay, loading, 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 still loading. I just got off the phone. I've called them 3 times in a week and a half. Okay, anyone who's been to my sites, first let me apologize for the past week and a half for GoDaddy because of not being able to get to my sites or being so slow you can't even get on here to post anymore. For all those trying to get to my videos that can't, because they've just completely ruined my sites. When I click on a link, just look at the time it takes. It's absolutely ridiculous. Can anyone run a site like this? Who's going to stay at a site like this? If those of you trying to sell things on your site or play a web game, is anyone going to hang around? This is actually fast. This is fast for the past week and a half. And just to show you that it's not just that, because this is PHP BB. It's not. It's something that everyone uses. Let's go to Forsaken Sanctum. It uses Joomla. Still loading. Still loading. I've seen this take up to 3 minutes before to load. Most of the time it times out, and I'm going to show you another connection where it does. See, it's still loading the page. This has never done this. Basically what happened was, about a week and a half ago, I got an email from GoDaddy saying they're gonna migrate my site to a new server because the old server was dying or whatever it may have been. Once they did it, the site started doing this. I called in. They said, "Oh, we realize it's a problem. We're gonna fix it." After about 4 days, same thing. Let me go back to any resource. After 4 days, same thing, still slow. So I call back. Oh, we still know the problem exists, but there's nothing we can do. Now they said, if you want to upgrade to the 4GH, we'll be happy to move you over there. So in other words, you want me to pay more, or what? The first 2 people told me, yeah, it's a higher price. The third person said no, but I would have to take all my site, manually move it, change everything over, rebuy an account, all this other. Look at how slow that is. That's just completely ridiculous. In 1994, I had a 14 4K modem, dial-up that ran faster than this. Now, they're saying there's nothing wrong. That it's the guy on the phone that I talked to last, which was incredibly rude, acted like he just knew everything and I was a total moron. Basically told me, I'm at your site right now. I don't know what you're talking about. It's loaded just fine. And so I asked him, I was like, well, what do you see? And he was silence for a couple seconds, and I knew it was loading. And he said, oh, I'm at your forums. And so I told him to go to the forsakensanctum.com. Same thing. I said, what do you see? And it took him a couple seconds, but he said, your site's loading just fine. I don't know what you're talking about. If you want to migrate, that's your deal. But you'll have to do all the work for you. And I'm like, why can't you just move me to a new server? If you move me on a bad server, then just move me to another server. We don't do that. And then when I said, well, why did you move me on such a bad server? Well, somebody on there is probably sucking all the bandwidth. That's their question. That's their answers to my questions on this. They refuse to move me. They refuse to help. I've been a customer with them for 5 years. I probably referred over 100 people, never asked a dime from them, and they're incredibly rude, and they refuse to admit that there's a problem here. So I'm taking all my sites off of GoDaddy. I'm taking everybody with me, all of my clients, and all of my referrals. I'm going to let them know, show them this video. Everything about this, I'm going to make sure that everyone sees how they treat people and how they do not care about your sites, how they've ruined my sites, so I at least get something back on them, because it's absolutely totally ridiculous. Now I'm going to pause the video for a second, go on to another connection to show you the difference. Okay, I've taken the Wi-Fi connection off, and now I'm on a Comcast business class line. It's a completely separate line than what the last line was, just to show you the 2 different types. Now I'm just going to show you that once again we can hit all this good stuff. Now if I go to my site, We will watch it spin and spin and spin. It's sending the request. And this is what a lot of people are getting. They're getting to where they can't even get to the site. Now, GoDaddy claims it's 99 point whatever percent uptime, and when I tell them, you know, how can you claim that when my site's been down for a week? Well, your site still works. It still works on our side, so that means it's up. If that's the way they're claiming it, then why not make it 100%? I mean, give me a break. You can see I can't even get to my sites through this connection. So it really depends on where you're coming from. And yet they say it's all me. They have nothing to do with this. My sites work fine, and I'm crazy. So I just want to make sure everyone who types in GoDaddy in YouTube, wherever, Google, gets to see this video to show this is the way they treat people. This is what they do to your sites. It's been a week and a half. I've lost God knows how many hits to a lot of my sites, lost sales, all kinds of things to many of my sites, and they really don't care. So, I mean, you're seeing it firsthand, and just to show you, I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary. Everything else still works just fine. It's their side, and they refuse to do anything about it. So anyway, my rant's over. Probably my last rant. I just want to make sure everybody gets to see that I'm leaving GoDaddy, and I'm taking everybody I can with me, and hopefully this helps save some people from their site also being destroyed. Thanks.